Is demonstrating how to replace the pulley in Sing-Cheong model SJ621. This is applicable to several of the snow thrower for the Sing-Cheong models. So after about maybe 3 to 5 years, the plastic pulley will break and you will need to order this replacement part, which costs about $20. First, you will need to turn to the left side of the snow thrower. There is a plastic cover here, which have a couple of the screws that you need to remove. Please bear in mind that this screw has a different length, so you have to keep track of it. So in my model, I have two different lengths of the screw, and the short one is from here and here. The rest of the screws are the longer screw type. Once you remove all the screws from here, these two, and 3 more here, then you should be able to pull open the cover. I will use this edge because it's kind of popping up. When you remove the cover, it's normal to see there's some black color debris. This is possibly from the belt or the pulley that is worn, as shown in my machine. So after a couple of years of usage, in this case it's about 3 years old, this pulley is typically to be worn. And optionally, this belt could be break as well. And this is a made by China plastic wheel as well as a plastic belt. Poor quality rubber belt. They only last for 3 to 5 years. There is a screw here that needs to be removed before you can remove the pulley. When you unscrew it, be careful about these 2 washers, as you have to put them back in the same location and as well as the order. The bottom one should be a bigger washer and there should be a smaller washer on top of it. For the belt, we need to remove the belt for ease of removing the pulley. This is a belt tensioner that you can slide it out before you remove the belt. For me, I'm pulling the belt aside while rotating the pulley. This makes the belt come out easy. Let me explain about the problem of this plastic pulley versus the snow cutter on the snow thrower. The problem is, after maybe 3 years of usage, this plastic pulley, maybe it's not because of the time, but just because of the pulley material, rubber material, plastic material, that when the snow is hard and this leather versus maybe plastic snow cutter may be too hard to cut the snow or ice. As a result, when the belt continues to rotate and it is unable to turn this little hex nut. And as the belt continues to turn, this plastic eventually melted. So it might not necessarily will last for 3 years, and it could be much earlier. So when this is melt, you have no way to repair it. and eventually you can see easily come out. So when this happens, this pulley can continue to turn. However, the knife will not move. So you can hear the engine running, which is the pulley is turning, as well as the motor is turning, but eventually it's not throwing any ice, as this one doesn't move. For Snow Joe, this pulley is attached by a screw-on nut. So to remove it, you have to use any wrench that can fit here. For me, I will be using this clamp, and then hold your hand against here so that it doesn't spin while you're rotating to remove the hex nut. One thing I would like to highlight is that this is a reverse order nut. That means you have to turn in this direction in order to open it. For me, I do not have the strength to hold on to this knife, so-called knife. Therefore, I'm leveraging on long copper pipes. You can use any wood or handle, or even the handle that comes with the thrower. Stuck it into the middle while you're turning this nut clockwise. Once the nut is loosened, you can hold on to the nut with your fingers while turning and spinning this one with another, the knife with another hand. This will be able to remove it quicker. Let's see here. There is nothing else that you need to remove beside this nut. Please be aware that you can see this hole here is facing downward and the hex nut is facing upward. So this is flat and this one has a hole, curving hole. When you install the new unit, you need to be aware of which side is up. This side is down and this side is top. You also get a label on the top of the hex nut. So this is a side-by-side comparison. The broken unit versus the U unit. As you can see in the U unit, this plastic should be a hexagon shape surrounding the hex nut. By taking a closer look at, after I remove the pulley, I can see some black color scratch at one side of the pulley. When I examine closely, I can actually see what happened. Look at this. What this actually happened are all these black color residues are actually from the plastic casing of the snow thrower. What actually happened is that when the plastic melted, the pulley is bending sideways as the belt turning. It is touching the casing behind it. As it's spinning, eventually it melted extra piece of the plastic, which is from the casing itself. I'm just good luck that it didn't melt through, else the ice may come in to the engine bay. So now let's install the new pulley. It will be putting on top. Just now clockwise is to remove it. To install it will be anti-clockwise. I will just put the belt in place and then the pulley. Sorry, I think I will just move the belt away. And rotate it counterclockwise.